How you doing? Welcome to today's training webinar on authority marketing. Authority marketing. One sec. I'm just going to get my screen on here so we can present. There we go. So I'm going to dive straight into it because I am conscious of your time. So if you don't know who I am or you haven't been here before, my name is Billy McGarry. I'm the owner and director of Real Deal Marketing. I've authored a book, How to Use Social Media to Get Customers in 2024 in digital form and physical form. Everything that I've ever talked about or everything I've ever used since 2010, all those strategies are in there, as well as this Sizzle Reel one. But I wanted to break this down into a small webinar training and go through it step by step because it's a small segment of some of the stuff that we do or that I do. And it's an important one because I use it all the time and it generally works very, very well. Purely because it creates authority, trust, it's non-salesy to start with, and it gets and attracts the correct people that you want to use your business or speak to you, depending on whether you're service-based or you're selling digital products. It works with any of them and it works in any industry. I've worked in over 200 industries now, sold millions in sales from things like real estate to yachts to travel trips to a lot of cosmetic businesses I've worked with, dentists, all that stuff. Also, I've got a 5-day course that I've done that also turns cold traffic on Facebook into paying customers using videos and stuff like that. So there's just a few things there that I've created. Some of you have been through it. If you're listening to this or you've been here before, some of you have got it, the digital versions or the physical versions. I've been doing this since 2010 is when I made my first ebook by pure accident, really. I lost a business that was doing in retail and I needed to make some money. And back then I had a big email list because I was using eBay to sell products and I needed to make some money. And I quickly made a how-to ebook in the fishing industry, which turned into an app and all sorts of other stuff. And it actually worked. So that's how I got into this industry. And the rest is history. I've been in sales my whole life, retail, different sales jobs, different marketing jobs. And then officially Real Deal Marketing since 2015. Unofficially, officially 2018. So that's a little bit about me. I'm not going to bore you anymore. I just wanted to go over that. I'm going to move on through the slides. So here we go. Cool. So authority marketing, my Sizzle Reel strategy. I call it a Sizzle Reel. You'll know why when I go through it. But basically, this is a strategy that I use. Like I said, it just builds trust, authority, makes you an expert in your industry, depending on what you're doing. And when I go through it, you'll get to see why this works. There's just a lot of things in this step-by-step process that I go through that a lot of people don't do. In fact, 99% of people that I start working with have nothing like this set up. They don't have anything in the back set up to be able to do it. So I normally have to do it from scratch. Currently, right now, as I'm doing this, I've got a concierge company that I work for. I'm doing their yachts for them at the minute, their boat trips. I've got this is working for a hair transplant company right now today. It's running, and also for a tree surgeon right now today. I'm using the Sizzle Reel method to attract customers in different ways, and I'm going to go through it all with you today. And hopefully, you should take away. You will take something from it if you watch it. If you stay to the end, I've got something for you as well as a thanks, and then we can go from there. So first of all, there's a lot of lingo in marketing. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, what does that mean?" So I'll try my best to break any thing down in this industry because when I talk to your normal everyday customer, there's a lot of lingo that people don't understand, which is normal. And I think they get lost in some of the terminology. So authority marketing, basically, authority marketing is where you position yourself as an expert in your field and you're recognized nationally or locally as the go-to person to solve a problem in your industry, or you sell the products for that industry. Okay, so when they think of the problem, they think of you. So if it was in the fitness game, they'd think, oh, I know, I'm going to go and see Billy, or I'm going to go and see John or Denise or whoever it is. Same with say with me with marketing. So if if there's a problem, I get messages daily off of people inboxing me for different bits and pieces. I can't deal with them all, obviously. But yeah, so same sort of thing. I'm known in especially locally, in my area, to be the person that can fix any sales or marketing problems for businesses. Real deal Bill is what they say. So that's what authority marketing is, and that's where you need to position yourself when you're doing your marketing. And you need to be like, I always say, is what I'm doing helping someone? Is it beneficial for them? And is it going to be worth the customer's time to actually either read my post or watch my video? And if you can answer those couple of questions in a checklist when you do it, then that's, you're halfway there. So how do we use media platforms to do this? Well, it's pretty simple, really. We can use social media and media platforms to put our messages out to show that we are the person to solve the problems or sell the products in the industry you're in. So, for instance, you've got multiple platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or X, email, everything, blogs. There's so many things, and I think it can overwhelm people. I mean, I always say to people, do your research, try and find where your customer audience is, where your audience actually is based, and then focus on that first. Get good at that one, and then branch out into other ones. Then, if you're not that overwhelmed and you have got the time or you've got the team to do it, we help we either do it for them, or we in a consultation, in a not a consultation, in a consultant sort of way, consulting way, we will lay out to companies how they can do it across multiple platforms, which then literally puts you everywhere. So that's how you do it, and you're just using social media platforms, basically. Now, this is the most important thing, and this is why I said you want to write a little checklist. So create helpful content. One of the biggest things that I learned, and I lost a lot of money doing this, is when I first made my ebook, it was a helpful ebook with a how-to. So it's how to tie carp fishing rigs. Okay. So in that industry with the email list of my customers, that's what they needed. So when I swapped from doing a how-to product to a story-based product, I actually lost a lot of money doing it, and it didn't work as well. Purely probably because I'd only done a couple of products. Although they worked, it just wasn't as valuable maybe to the people. I don't know. That's my sort of take on it. I just find when you're helping someone to do something, it's a lot more valuable sometimes for their time. So create daily and weekly content with helpful information, helping people in your industry. Things like a short video training series on a subject that's popular in your industry. So for instance, we did this with an estate agent. We did a free video or a 5-video series about ways you can improve the value of your home the most cost-effective way if you're looking to sell your home on downsides, so you can get the most money for your house with the least money put in. So basically, we did 3 or 5 short videos, I can't remember what it is, explaining this, not salesy, just helping people, and then people were watching those videos, a bit like in the fitness industry. I'm going to do 3-part video series on how to lose body fat. Today I'm going to concentrate on this part, and then day 2 I'm going to concentrate on this particular area. Day 3 I'm going to particularly concentrate on this area. And then what people will do is they will start watching those. These are non-salesy, by the way. You're just helping people, all right? And you'll get people engaging in that. This is probably one of the biggest things where people go wrong, is they don't actually have a strategy planned out. Now, it sounds silly, and it sounds like a tech buzzword, but it's not. It's very, very important. Most people fail because they don't have a plan. So they don't plan what their end goal is. They don't think about their end goal, which is the next point. So what is it you're trying to do? Are you trying to get someone to buy something? Are you trying to grow your followers? Are you trying to get a phone call? Are you trying to collect someone's details? And depending on what that is, will determine on how you set up your content, how you post it, and what you put in between from start to beginning, from the beginning to the end. It's quite important. Okay. Again, that covers your end goal. Then once they do that, even if they do that, or they don't have a strategy or plan or an end goal, they're not even consistent. Now, I've been a little bit subject to that the last few weeks, probably a little bit longer than that, because I haven't done a video like this for a while. And I'll be honest, it's not because I didn't want to. It's purely because I've been too busy. Um, we're at I'm at a point where there's only certain amount of things that I can do. We're not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not big enough to have 20 people working for me, creating content constantly. At the moment, I'm just not. And to be honest with you, I grew like that a few years ago, and it was more stress than I needed. So you have to weigh it up. We're at a good place at the minute where we've got a few people that work for us um, in important areas, and we do also not just on social media, but we do a lot of other types of marketing as well. Like direct mail, stuff like that, referral schemes. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where your customers are coming from. But the easiest way to reach people is on social media in an authoritative way. So I should be getting back to doing these videos weekly and being more consistent. And the other thing is they don't test enough. One thing that people get confused about is they think because it's going online, it's going to work straight away and everybody's going to buy off them, and they don't. You have to set yourself sort of a budget. You've got to invest some money into it. When it starts working, it snowballs. But if no one knows you, no one's going to buy off you, which is why you use the sizzle reel strategy to build trust um, and actually show people that you do know what you're talking about. And then you have to test images, different videos, different audiences, which I'm going to explain as we go forward into this training. So yeah, there's not loads to it, but there's a certain sort of system to follow, which is why I want to map it out, because I do a lot of short form videos like reels and stuff like that quickly, but you can't really deep dive into a training like this because people are going to get bored. So that's why it's better to do little videos or trainings like this. So moving on to the next slide. So my sizzle reel strategy, I've been using this for a long time. It's been getting great results since I first learned how to do it. And I was showing this, and I've adapted it slightly by, I'll give a shout out to, there's a few people actually. Got Jeremy Haynes, please check him out. Absolute boss of a marketer. Most of the people you see, he runs all their marketing. So all the big influencers and people like that, he's normally involved with that. And Ty Lopez as well. Years and years and years ago, back in, he did a course in 2016, and he spoke about this in a certain way, which triggered my thought process to sort of do it myself, test it, and then adapt it to how I needed it. So it has been getting results, and it works in any industry. You just have to change the content and the strategy and the way that you might be putting the information across to suit the industry. And it's literally a few steps to follow, which you're going to see in a moment once we go and dive deep into that part. And to be honest, what the sizzle reel strategy does, it does utilize what is actually trending at the moment, and that's an important point. You do want to be I do this with trading, so you want to follow the trend. You don't want to go against the trend. So if, just say, the stock market was in an upward trend, ideally you don't want to be trying to short everything. Yeah. going against the trend because you're going to have a more you're going to have a higher percentage of losing. So you want to go with the trend, and it's the same with your marketing. You look at what's trending, and then you adapt your strategies to that medium. So, for instance, we all know that short reels that keep people's attention. I call them sizzle reels because they're like film rolls, like they're the trailer of a film. These really work really well, and you can test them and make them very fast and see exactly what's going to work. Okay, so that's like the build up, if you like, of what it is, and now we're going to go. I'm actually going to give you the step by step process. I'm not going to show you like in depth how to build it out. I've got, my courses, my book, and if you just send me a message and get on a call, and I can talk you through it. But the actual technical side of it, I'm not going to go into today because that will bore you. I'm just going to give you the outlines of the steps. So, kicking things off with step one, you need to go and research what's working in your niche. So what I mean by that is go and search for content and reels on Instagram or Facebook. You can just type it in. So if you was looking for marketing reels, just type in marketing reels. If you're looking for fitness reels, fitness, just type that in and you'll start to see the types of reels and videos that are getting the most views, what they're talking about. Look at how they're opening the videos up. This is really important because you don't want to invent the wheel. Lots of people have tested this stuff for you, like massively. So you can go and I create on my phone. I create a little swipe file folder and I just save them into it, and then I go back and start having a look. I've got a whiteboard up there and start writing my ideas down, or on a pad, as you can see on the side here. And that's how I research stuff in my Don't copy them exactly. You want to model them. All right. That's you it's not fair to copy people completely. You can just model it and see what's working. Then what you want to do is create 4 different reels. I say 4. You can do as many as you want. The more you create and test, the faster that you're going to get results. Okay. The most important thing is on step one, because these are going to be like prospecting reels, if you like. You don't know what prospecting means. It means it's going to be fishing for people to put their hand up to say they're interested. So the people that are going to be watching these reels are just letting you know, oh, I am interested in that subject. Very, very important. Okay. Step two. So we've you've modeled your reels, you've created them, and they're non-salesy, which is important. Okay. Then you've got to pick a caption or copy. So copy's just like text. I'd keep it nice and short. Or if it's you're doing training series, you just need to find some attention grabbing headlines. So, if you want to lose body fat in 6 weeks, watch this video series. This is video one. How to, stuff like that. Just little stuff like that. Attention grabbing headlines. You know, add value on your house in 3 simple steps. Like anything, something like that. Do away with thinning hair forever. 5 steps to fixing your hair. Anything like that. All right. So that's your caption and your copy. Going if you're writing long form copy, it is a skill. Writing's more important than anything. Writing's been around since the ages. So, people go, video is important, but writing is exceptionally important, especially on your websites and your sales pages. That's a different video altogether. So then post your reels. Okay, so you want to post them. And then you want to decide on your targeting. So your targeting audiences. So you go in there and you need to do research on this. So your ideal person, I would literally write a list of the ideal customers that you want to target, and then you can search for that and add that targeting into your campaigns for these reels, which you're going to turn into awareness campaigns, which is the last point. The reason you're using an awareness campaign is because you can get views very, very cheaply and reach a lot of people fast. And because it's not salesy, people engage with it, and you get this uplift of views, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Like I can get 60, 100,000 views very, very easily at no money at all. You're paying like a hundredth of a penny for a view, stuff like that. It's a very, 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 very good way um, to get reach to people and get them watching your videos. So that's step two. Step three, after you've done that, so you've got your reels are running with your target audiences, okay, your prospecting one. So now what you need to do is you need to create custom audiences. So basically, what I would do is just to start with, I would get the 4 reels that you've got, go to Facebook sources, and go video. And then what you can do is you can create custom audiences from those videos that you've just spending the money on to get all the views on. Okay. And then you can create retargeting, custom audiences, and lookalike audiences. Custom audiences you can do from things like, well, you can do it from anything, but like people that have visited your page, you can pick the time scale, people that have engaged with an ad, obviously, or a video a certain amount of time, which is what we're talking about. Uh, Retargeting is just retargeting the actual videos, which is what I've just spoke about. So that's what I would make there. I'd do a retargeting advert for the videos. I'd do a custom audience for people that have visited my page. And then I would do a lookalike audience if I've got a customer list, add that or lookalike audience to a huge amount of people that have watched videos. But really, I use lookalike audiences for my customer list when I've generated leads. I've got a video for that somewhere. If you go and find it, it's actually in the lookalike audience is actually in my 5-day course, videos into customers, which is a 5-day course. Which you'll actually, if you stay to the end, you'll get the link for that. You can go and have a look at it. Okay, so that's just that's the bit in the middle. So you need to do that. Then next, step 4 is creating your sales ads. Now, just quickly, this is one of my Sizzle reels. This is people dancing on a boat, enjoying themselves, having fun, creating an emotion. People just want to be there. It's got 64,000 views, reach, sorry, 64 reach, 69.7k views, 47 likes. It's gone all right, to be fair, that one. Average is a 3-second watch, which you can select that for your retargeting. This is my advert being created. So this is non-salesy. This is salesy, and it's actually driving someone to a message. So we create the sales ads, which is this. Create your sales copy, which is the words. Build your ad out. Build your ads out, and then select your targeting. So my targeting is going to be people that have watched 3 seconds of all the videos that we've just posted as reels. Okay, so then what that does, that only shows this ad to get a message for a boat trips in Ibiza to those sizzle reels at the beginning that everybody's watching. Okay, it's a very, 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 very simple process. It just needs to be set up correctly. And this is step 5. So you've got the ad there, it's all done. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, this is how what I've just explained would be mapped out. So first of all, I'm just going to say, so you're going to, one of the things that you need to do is when I talked about pick your strategy or plan, you need to decide on your call to action. So if you don't know what a call to action is, it's whether you're sending someone to book a call with you, to call you direct, you're trying to grab their email, you want them to send you a message, book now or buy now. These are all different call to actions, and it's totally dependent on what your product is and what the easiest way is for someone to actually speak to you regarding what you're selling or whatever it is. Okay, so once you've done that, post your ads, they'll go in review, and then you're going to set up the retargeting. So you're going to build another advert, and then the retargeting. Remember I said about the custom audiences a few slides ago. that's what you're going to retarget with your retargeting adverts. So these are the Sizzle Reels on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, you've got what's called a Facebook pixel. All right. Then you're going to do your sales ads, which we've just gone over. Now the pixel's tracking all the people viewing these, and then it's showing these sales ads only to the people that have watched these reels, which has been set up with your retargeting. All right. Very, very simple, really. It's not like when it's broken down like this. Then you're going to have retargeting adverts, retargeting the people that hit the sales ads but didn't take action as well. So basically, it's a whole, I call it the hornet's nest because everything's built in together. And then basically from these, they've got the opportunity with a CTA on both of these. So the sales ads have got a call to action and the retargeting ads have got a call to action. And depending on what you want to do, is your end result is what you pick. With the tree surgeons, I'm using message because it's nice and easy. And also with the boats, I'm using the message because people are going on it and they're like, how much is the boat? Is there a boat free? Can I have a quote for? It's a very, very simple way for people to get in contact. But they're seeing you as an expert, okay? And that's what you do. That's step 5. Pretty simple. That's the sizzle reel method. It's simple when I've laid it out. It's just there's a little bit of work to do, but once you get the hang of it, and it's quite fun. And you're actually what you end up doing is instead of wasting all your content like everybody does, you're actually using your content to actually get an end result with it. Because it's all right getting likes, views, and follows, but if you're not getting in conversations or you're not getting anything out of it, what's the point? Um, I have this conversation with people all the time. I haven't got a page of 70,000 followers, but I can assure you we make 6 figures very, very easily every year. You know, it's pretty simple. You know, it, you don't need just need to be doing the right things and different. By the way, different industries get different followers as well. Like it's harder to get followers with some like passion products. Passion products are probably are the easiest things to get likes and that too. So sorry, excuse me, my eyes watering. It's a screen. Yeah, so passion products are an easy thing to get likes and followers to. But in my industry, when I'm selling stuff and trying to get businesses in, and I'm doing content like this, it's quite highly competitive. So it's harder. But I always go on what's in the bank account at the end of the month, not what I've got shown, because people can buy followers as well, by the way. So just be aware of that. But that's just absolutely useless doing that because you can't turn those people into paying customers. All right. So that is step 5 and the last step. So in finishing, again, this method works very, very well. Just people just don't take enough time just to learn it. If you do want a complete course with a load of bonuses as well, how to target the correct audience, how to optimize your LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a great platform, but it's not used well enough. That comes with this course, and this 5-day course will show you in depth with other added marketing strategies how to turn videos into customers in 5 days. That'll give you all the technical stuff to what I've just said. Okay, that's the URL there. Go there. It's not expensive at all. Not expensive at all. I think it's, I don't know, $30 or something like that. You get all the PDFs that come with it, so you can print them off and fill them out, follow them, keep them. You can write notes in there. It's a pretty good build. It's on my own platform. You can go in there and you can be a member on there, all sorts, and you can get a lot of free stuff as well. So if you're interested in that, go there. If you haven't seen my book, this literally will show you how to do so many different things on social media and how to put the strategies together. And it's relevant for 2024. It's a great quote there from Pablo Picasso. Good artist copy, great artist steal. So that's a little bit of a quote that from my modeling point. Don't copy, you got a model. So this has got everything in it I've ever learned, to be honest. And you can go there, www.fixyoursocialmedia.co.uk, and you can get a copy of that book for, I think you just have to pay the shipping for the original, just pay for shipping to get it posted to you. That's it. The book's free. If you go on the page, you can go on there, and there's a load of other stuff on there as well. Digital version, message me. I'll send you that for free. If you buy the book, you get the digital version anyway. So, but it sometimes we like a physical copy. I don't think I've got one. There's a box of them back there, so I haven't got one to show to hand. I don't think, no. But yeah, no. There's that physical book. You can get that. That's absolutely absolutely fine. And everything that I do to make money online and help businesses is in this book, relevant for 2024. It changes constantly, so you have to keep up to date on certain things. And I do try and do as much content as I possibly can to help you guys as much as I possibly can. So that is the end of the Sizzle Reel training. Let's go back into here. If you have listened all the way through, thank you ever so much. And I hope, and I'm sure you did take a lot from that. If you've got any questions, just please message me directly, follow the page, and, obviously just reach out. That's all I say. I try and do as much content as I can. I'm going to get back into doing these once a month. I've we've just been too busy. There's only so much you can do, but I do need to try and get these going. Once a week, not once a month. Because I do like doing them, and it's good to keep giving value to your customers, and that's the main thing. And again, it puts to the test of positioning yourself as an expert, that you know what you're doing, and then you can actually go and help people. And if you do listen to a lot of my stuff, that will definitely happen to you. And I hope that you get all the customers and sales that you want. If you need anything, give me a message, go to my website, go to my Facebook page, Instagram, all that sort of stuff. Website is www.realdeal-marketing.com. There's lots of trainings on there as well, free ones. Just have a little search about. If you need anything, just give us a message. Have a great day, and I will speak to you.